further and understand it, because in detail lot many questions are given. So the differential equation of the form d2y by dx square is equal to f of x. Prior to this, in the given unit wherein we have discussed about the first order differential equation, we have discussed about the higher order differential equation. The various techniques or methods were learned. The very first method to solve the differential equation of first order is linear, reducible to linear, and exact. The second method wherein we were exposed to higher order differential equation was the method of calculation of the solution by calculation of complementary function and particular integral. So higher order differential equation which are linear in nature are solvable with the various methods of complementary function and particular integral. So we usually try to use those concepts related to the complementary function and particular integral and get the answer. This is also a differential equation of higher order. Higher order means basically the second order differential equation. But the peculiarity or the difference between the earlier differential equations or higher order differential equations which we have discussed earlier, and this is, it is only containing the form or the type as d2y by dx square in the LHS. In the earlier, the standard equation of the higher order linear differential equation, it is d2y by dx square plus some constant coefficient dy by dx plus or minus certain constant term and y. Then we try to convert it into the operator form, calculate the complementary function, and then depending on the RHS, we try to calculate the particular integral. And hence, in that case, the solution was to be written as y is equal to CF plus PR. This is also, I can call it as higher order differential equation, but LHS will only contain the second order differential coefficient if the dependent variable is y and independent variable is x. So whenever I say that dependent variable is y and independent variable is x, the differential coefficient will be written in the second order as d2y by dx square. And how is RHS? RHS is function of x, but do not remember it only as a function of x. Remember it conceptually as function of independent variable x. Hamesha it is not possible or mandatory that I will be dealing with the variables x and y. Whatever may be the variables used, we will be observing it from the given differential equation and identifying whether it is of the second order or not. LHS contains only the second order differential coefficient of the dependent variable. I will recognize the dependent variable as well as independent variable. So in general, I can say that this is the differential equation of the form second order differential coefficient in dependent variable y with respect to independent variable x, and RHS is a function of independent variable. So it will be categorized into it will be categorized or it will be marked into the form d2y by dx square is equal to f of x. Now how to solve such kind of differential equation? See, whenever the differential equation is formed, it is formed by differentiating the variable. So what is the reverse process for getting down the solution? Integration is the best way to solve. So how the integration will be possible here, as the given differential coefficient is d2y by dx square and RHS is a function of x. That means RHS is a function of independent variable. Just simply integrating twice will give you the answer for this particular differential equation. So whenever we find or we come across with the differential equation of the type d2y by dx square is equal to f of x, then RHS is a function of x. Integrating both sides with respect to x, integration is possible because this is also differentiated with respect to x. RHS is also function of x, so integration is feasible or possible with respect to x. So one time integration of d2y by dx square will give you dy by dx, and RHS will be integrated with respect to x. plus one of the constant of integration C1 will be added, because this is a case of indefinite integration, and in case of indefinite integration we add the arbitrary constant or constant of integration. So this integration, whatever will be generated, say call it as phi of x, it will be surely function of x. So integrating this particular differential equation once, you get dy by dx is equal to phi of x plus c1. But I want the solution in the form of y. For any of the differential equation, the solution is given in the form of dependent variable. So here we have reached up to only dy by dx. So I will be again integrating it once with respect to x, so as to get the answer in the form of y. So dy by dx is equal to phi of x plus c1 is integrated with respect to x again. I get the answer as y is equal to integration of this phi of x dx with respect to x. Integration of c1 will be c1 of x, and one more additional constant of integration will be added, call it as C2. This particular expression will give you the required solution. Also, if you remember, I have told you many times that number of arbitrary constant present in a solution is directly connected with the order of the differential equation. What is the order of the differential equation here? 2. So how many constants should exist in the solution of the differential equation? 2. So one of the arbitrary constant present is C1, other arbitrary constant present is C2. So in general, the solution is obtained by integrating the given differential equation successively as the order of the differential equation or the differential coefficient. How many times you have to integrate it successively? 2 times. Why 2 times? Because order of the differential equation is 2. So accordingly, we will be finding out the solution. So integration is very simple, because RHS will also contain the term available in the form of x itself. So accordingly, we will be simplifying and getting down the answer in that case. Record fine. So obviously it is completed. It is understood by all, right? So how it will be,
Yes, sir.
we will be proceeding ahead. Now, first one, solve d2y by dx square is equal to x square sine x. The differential coefficient present is d2y by dx square. Y is a dependent variable, x is independent variable, right? So RHS is a function of independent variable. That means I identify it in the form d2y by dx square is equal to f of x. How to do? How to simplify? The order of the differential equation is 2. So I will be integrating it twice and get the answer. For integration by parts, I think we have discussed the generalized rule for integration by parts. What does the generalized rule for integration by parts tells us? The generalized rule for integration by parts tells us that go on finding out the derivative of the first and go on calculating the integration of the second. So d2y by dx square is equal to x square sine x. You integrate both sides with respect to x. d2y by dx square will become dy by dx. Clear? And integration of x square sine x dx to be done, and plus c1, which is arbitrary constant. How to integrate this? Apply integration by parts. First term into integration of second. What is integration of sine x? Integration of sine x is minus cos x minus derivative of the first and again integration of the second. Integration of cos x is minus sin x. So it becomes minus x square cos x plus 2x sin x, which is giving you the answer as in minus x square cos x plus 2x sin x plus 2 cos x plus c1. इसका इंटीग्रेशन फिर से क्या होगा? 2x का इंटीग्रेशन will be 2 alternate plus minus, and integration of sin x is cos x. So accordingly minus cos x. So it will become minus of minus as plus. If you remember, this is our generalized rule for integration by parts. This we have discussed prior. So accordingly, we will be moving ahead in that direction and get the answer. U into integration of v minus u dash into double integration of v plus u double dash into triple integration of v, and so on. So this is how, whenever integration by parts contain integration by parts inside, it is preferable or it is convenient to use the generalized rule for integration by part. So integration of x square into sin x dx comes out to be minus x square cos x plus 2x sin x plus 2 cos x plus c1. But here we have got only answer for dy by dx. I want to integrate it again once. So where c1 is arbitrary constant, integrating once again we get LHS will give you answer as y. In the RHS, apply integration by parts for x square cos x, apply integration by parts for x sin x, integration of cos x, c1 into integration of dx plus c2, which is again the constant of integration. So individual integration by parts are taken, add them together, simplify it. This will be the corresponding required solution. So what is the required solution for the given differential equation d2y by dx square equal to x square sin x? I got the answer in the form of y as minus x square sin x minus 4x cos x plus 6 sin x plus c1x plus c2. This is what the required solution is. The second example is given to you as d2y by dx square is equal to k into ax minus x square. Given that dy by dx is 0, y is equal to y0 when x equal to 0, k and a are constant. Now, can anybody interpret that why these conditions are given? Dy by dx equal to 0 and y equal to 0 when x equal to 0. These conditions are provided in the question so as to find the arbitrary constant. What is the order of the differential equation? The order of the differential equation is 2. How many constants are going to be there in the solution? 2. So how many conditions are required? 2 conditions are required. And we are provided with those 2 conditions. So accordingly, we will be first finding out the solution for the given differential equation, and then depending on the number of arbitrary constant and the given condition, I will be calculating the value. So consider d2y by dx square is equal to k into ax minus x square. The differential equation is of the form simplified as kax minus kx square. Integrating once with respect to x, I get k outside, a outside, or you take the integration of ax minus x square after taking out k outside, a into x square by 2, and x square ka integration is x cube by 3 plus constant of integration is c1, which is added. So this is what the first step is giving you. Integrate, after integrating it once, dy by dx is equal to this. Again integrating with respect to x, we get y is equal to integration of this, integration of this, integration of this plus arbitrary constant c2. So ka integration of x square is x cube by 3. Integration of x cube is x to the power 4 by 4. Integration of c1 dx is c1 into x. So we have generalized or we simplify the terms. We get the answer in the form as y is equal to k by 6 ax cube minus x to the power 4 by 2 plus c1x plus c2, where c1 and c2 are arbitrary constant. Now what are the given conditions? The given conditions are y is equal to zero when x is equal to 0. So this is also 0. So what is value of c2 coming out as? Value of c2 is coming out as y2. So we get the answer in the form of c2, which is equal to y0. c2 comes out to be y0. I put this particular value over here. So we get the answer as y is equal to this. Almost the other condition what is provided in the question is dy by dx is also equal to 0. So from y, or already we have the step of dy by dx. We have the step of dy by dx. From that we calculate the value of c1. So in the step of dy by dx, I put the value of x as 0, x as 0, dy by dx is also 0. I get the answer for c1 as 0. So what are the values of arbitrary constant we got? c1 is equal to 0 and C2 is equal to y0. Put them in the given solution. Y is equal to k by 6 ax cube, यहाँ पे भी किया था. C1 is 0 and y C2 is written as y0. So in this way we try to find out the